Girls that gave the nice guy a chance. How did it go? We were high school sweethearts and both had low self-esteem. He had the typical girls only go for tattooed bad boys and never give nice guys a chance battle cry. He asked me on a date, so I gave him a chance. At first, I really was madly in love with him. We eloped when I was 18. I thought it would be my fairy tale that we would live happily ever after. And boy, was I wrong. First, he wouldn't let me have a job. He claimed he was scared something would happen to me while I was at work or out in the city we lived in. He was military right out of high school. So I didn't work and stayed home basically 24/7 unless he took me somewhere. When he got out, we moved back to our hometown, and he still wanted me to stay home until he realized we couldn't afford a place without another income. Only then did he ask me to get a job. And so we bought a house. He isolated me from friends and family and discouraged me talking to anyone except his parents. It was harder for him to keep me away from people when we moved back home, so he resorted to trash talking everyone at every opportunity. So I kept my distance from people as much as I felt I could to prove to him that I loved him. He also routinely accused me of cheating or of wanting to cheat. If I so much as mentioned another man, whether a friend or coworker or customer at my job, he'd say something like, "He probably wants to get in your pants," or "You probably want to sleep with him." So it kept me jumping through hoops to prove my faithfulness. Meanwhile, he used coercion to get sex out of me for himself. He treated it as a transaction. "I did the dishes after I cooked you dinner, so blow me." He never spent time on foreplay, and his favorite position was one where he didn't have to see my face, and he basically battered my cervix until he was done, causing a lot of pain for me, and wouldn't stop or go easy if I asked him to. And as I had been so young when we got married, I thought this was just normal sex in a marriage. After, he would immediately jump out of bed, lock himself in the bathroom, and thoroughly cleanse himself, while I cried silently wondering what was wrong with me that I didn't enjoy it, feeling dirty and used. After so many years of this, my self-esteem was at an extremely low point. An opportunity arose for me to actually cheat, so I took it. At the time I figured I was being treated like a cheater already anyway, so I might as well have the fun of actually doing it. I told on myself, we separated for a while, and he made me tell everyone we knew that I had cheated, and that was why we were separating. I moved out of the house and stayed with my parents. Once I was good and humiliated in front of everyone we knew, he cried and begged me to come back. Promised the world. We would have kids, he was so sorry, he loved me, our love could conquer everything, etc. I thought at this point that I was lucky to have him take me back because I was such a scummy piece of gutter trash, and he was the only one who would treat me good. I know now that the cheating was wrong, and I own that. I should have left then. But I didn't. I went back. I thought things would get better, but they only got worse. One night, a friend he actually somewhat approved of asked me to have a couple drinks with her at a bar near our homes, within walking distance. Said bar did not have cell reception being down the hill a little bit, and he knew this full well as we went there a lot with this friend and her husband. I reminded him about the low service before I left, and he said he was just going to go to bed. I anxiously checked my phone the whole time, but no messages came. My phone was showing a single shaky bar. After a while, he came storming into the bar with bloodshot eyes demanding to know why I was ignoring him, and why I hadn't come home. Shocked, I tried showing him that no message had come through, but he wasn't hearing it and basically dragged me out of the bar. My friend followed, giving me a sad, pitying look, and the three of us walked home. The silence was broken only by my phone being flooded with text after text after text as soon as we stepped outside. Over 100 of them. His justification for this. He thought some men had abducted me from the bar to rape and murder me. Still I stayed. He had me convinced that any other man in the world would drug me and rape me, use me and ghost me, or cheat on me and beat me. And since he was so nice as to take care of the cooking and cleaning and yard work and he didn't hit me, I should be so lucky. He'd get mad at me if he caught me doing chores because he thought that him doing chores obligated me to sleep with him. If I vacuumed or dusted, he'd get all huffy and say, "I guess I'm not getting laid then." If he caught me masturbating, he would chide me for not going to him to take care of that since his sex drive was higher. Only he was allowed to masturbate, and he made sure to leave his fleshlight out so I could see it and feel shame that he even needed to use it.